Hey guys, welcome back to Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Today I'm here to watch Season 4, Episode 16. Last episode, the Nine-Nine was freaking out because there was a pretty good chance that they were going to be shut down. It was between them and the 7-4, and so Jake was like, let's go out with a bang, let's do this. And him and Charles got assigned to a 10-year-old stolen bike, which turned out to be this huge drug bust thing, and they ended up capturing the big supplier, even if it meant the 9-9 shutting down. We also had a little bit of a competition between Terry and Hitchcock, because Hitchcock held the most number of arrests at the precinct, and Terry was so close, and so he was trying his best to get to that top spot before the precinct was shut down. Then at the end of the episode, Rosa was like, you do more than just your own cases. You help out me and Jake and Amy and Charles, and you've solved hundreds of other cases that weren't even yours, so you're Mr. 9-9. And then also throughout the episode we had Holt mentoring Amy, and that was just really sweet. I loved their dynamic and just how much Amy was freaking out like it was real. And the fact that they're only finished with volume 1 of the mentoring program. I don't know what to call it. But thanks to Gina and her pranks, I don't know if I can call them pranks or attempted murder, because she made every one of her friends drink cement. Like, I feel like you can die from that. But the 9-9 is okay. And that's all that matters. So before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you want to check out my full-length reactions to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, be sure to follow my Patreon. It's the first link in the description down below. Now it's time to watch Season 4, Episode 16, which is called Moo Moo. I can't say that, like, seriously. Wait, let me try. Now it's time to watch Season 4, Episode 16, which is called Moo Moo. I can't. Even before I said it, I started laughing. Wait, we got this. Moo Moo. Why is that so funny?
Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness.
Twinsies.
Sarge, what are the chances?
Wow.
I'll say 0. Who wore it best? Who wore it best? Who wore it best? Terry.
Yeah.
What? Come on!
You should change, Boyle.
No, not right here.
Here? How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
He needs a favor.
Thanks for asking.
Good. So how's it going?
Still pretty
Not
good.
even,
Nothing has changed.
like, eye contact?
Whoop. Gotta go. Die hard. Explosions. Whatever.
The hard.
No! Just when the conversation was getting interesting.
Hello, Captain Raymond Holt. It is I, Sergeant Terrence Jeffords, your friend. That sounds perfect. Thank you, Captain.
My pleasure. The application is due tomorrow.
Okay.
It's 96 pages.
Okay.
Not including a 4,000-word personal essay.
Okay. I'm supposed to pick up Cagney and Lacey from daycare in 30 minutes, but I have to stay late to work on an application I just got from home.
They're 6. They can take the subway.
Rosa, that's crazy. They're babies. Terry, just call them an Uber.
Or just have your sitter pick them.
Why? You know what? Doesn't matter. Just take my minivan.
You got it.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, I'm so excited. One of my favorite tropes is either a character or a couple that doesn't have kids babysitting kids, and just like that dynamic. I guess one example I'm wearing right now, Buck in 911, like in season 6 when he was babysitting Gian, and just like his him being a father to Christopher. I just love. My brain is constantly just on 911. I can't help it. But I'm so excited to see Jake and Amy take on this role, because just they have different personalities and different methods. Like Amy's going to want to be more structured, and Jake's going to want to be more fun. So I'm excited. It's nice practice for them. And I feel like Charles is about to say the same thing. Like, I can see it in his face.
Why are you doing that with your face?
I'm smiling at Mommy and Daddy.
Exactly.
Picking up Cagney and Lacey.
One taste of practice parenting, and you two
Exactly.
be so hot to have sex.
Oh.
But I'll be back in 9 months.
How ridiculous is Charles?
Jake, tell them to stop.
But playing with the windows is fun.
Jake.
Jake.
And it could spark a lifelong interest in mechanical engineering. But sure, if you want, I'll tell these young girls that you don't think science is a good fit for them.
Oh.
Parent of the year speaking. Terry, baby, talk to me.
Where the hell is Moo Moo?
Oh no. I think Terry has a child named Moo Moo and we forgot to pick her up. Up, down, up, down, up.
Oh, dude, fly out the window.
Never let him play with the windows. That's parenting 101. And if Cagney doesn't sleep, Lacey
Lacey
doesn't
doesn't.
sleep. And if Cagney and Lacey don't
He
sleep,
doesn't.
Terry doesn't sleep.
No, Jake doesn't live.
Oh my god.
Where did you?
Oh, and one more thing. I love you.
I love you too, Jake.
Aw.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh
Hell,
no.
Don't move.
Oh, I was just.
Oh fuck no.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
It's a
Drop that.
kid's blanket. What the hell? Oh my god. I'm about to get pissed off.
Stop for what?
Stop for walking.
That makes 0 sense unless.
Racial profiling.
Oh crap! I see
Yeah.
what happened.
You got stopped for being black. Get woke, Scully.
What happened?
It was right after I found Moo Moo.
You need to lower your voice.
Lower my
Lower.
voice.
Don't put your hands on your head. Turn around. Don't make any sudden movements.
I didn't do anything. Also, I
Oh my.
Keep talking. See what happens next. Huh?
I eventually told him, and he finally looked me up in the system and let me go.
I can't believe this. I mean,
I'm surprised he looked him up in the system. Recently, like on my own, I've been rewatching Prodigal Son, and I'm on season 2 now. But in season 2, episode 1, JT is literally like, you know, walking into the crime scene. He has his badge, he has everything, and then these cops show up. Oh my god, it just pisses me off so much. I hate it. Like I hate seeing it, and I hate like this is a thing that happens.
I can't believe this. I mean, nothing like that has ever happened to me, and I've done some pretty suspicious things in the street.
Hey there. What are you doing?
I'm just playing a prank on my buddy.
Sounds fun. Carry on.
You think you two can handle watching the kids while I meet with Officer Mulder?
Oh,
Yeah.
they could handle it.
Calm down, Charles. But yes,
Why was Daddy in trouble with the policeman?
that's complicated.
Is it because he's black?
What do? We can't call Terry.
Parental crisis. This is the good stuff right here. You are knee deep in the thick, rich broth
Charles.
of parenthood.
Just explain the deep-rooted institutionalized racism that remains pervasive in this country to this day.
Gina, they're children.
I'll put it in a song.
Hang up.
Racism.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang up.
It's
a great song. I'm hanging up.
Hey, Jake.
Not the Wilhelm
Yeah,
scream.
I'd love to.
Who wants to watch 101 Dalmatians and not ask any hard-to-answer questions about your father and race? A noise.
Noise.
I was thinking this conversation was gonna go a lot differently.
No, it was an honest mistake. I mean, if I'd known you were a cop, I never would have treated you that way.
So
It's only because
you're
he's a
sorry
cop.
for not knowing I was a cop sooner,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have
Knew
treated
it.
me that way, whether I was a cop or not.
Holt's gonna eat him for breakfast.
Maldek has no idea what's about to hit him.
Oh no.
I'm not going to submit this.
What? Why not?
Because I think it's a mistake.
This is literally like what I was just rewatching in Prodigal Son. Because JT didn't end up filing a complaint because he was just like, you are so miserable and I don't want to, you know, I just want to be able to move on and kind of like live my life and not, you know? And I'm sure, oh my god, I'm sure Holt has dealt with this, you know? Being black and gay. Like, he's been through some shit. So, he's gonna have to teach Terry about it.
He said he thought filing it was a mistake.
Wow. Well, look, Captain Holt cares about you more than anything. I'm sure he's got a good reason.
Yeah, just talk to him.
Maybe you should go talk to him about it, you know? Go to his
Exactly.
house.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not
It's a
his
good
house,
idea.
but like,
I'm gonna do that.
And while you're
go to
talking
his
to him,
office.
Are you too sure you should be babysitting? You seemed real freaked when you called me last night.
Yes, but then we figured out how to be good parents. TV and cake.
TV and cake were my parents.
oh, that's
It's okay.
sad.
Everyone, this is Sergeant Jeffries.
Hi. I'm sorry for interrupting your dinner party. So why don't you back me up?
Because that complaint could backfire. Cops who blow the whistle on other cops almost always face the backlash. Just like people who socialize with Margot invariably hear about her trip to Scottsdale.
You real worked
What do
up
you have
about
against
Margot.
Margot?
Sorry, I've had to pick my battles. And it hasn't always been easy. But now I have my own precinct, a precinct whose officers would never do to you what Officer Maldak did.
We don't want to do that.
Maybe you didn't hear us correctly. We've got cake, we've got movies, it's time to party.
Is being black bad? We're black. Are we gonna get in trouble like Daddy?
You know how it's tougher in this world to be a woman?
It is?
No. That's not what I meant.
Then I don't want to be a woman. Me neither.
Okay,
Yeah, make
here we go.
Jake
A cop
talk because
did a
he's
bad
better at
thing and tried to
speaking
get your daddy
simple
in trouble,
terms.
but that cop was wrong, and what he did was bad.
And the most important thing is your daddy's okay. And he's not in trouble, and he loves you both more than anything in the world.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Okay. Well, if you guys have any other questions,
Um,
we're here for you.
What's
No.
an orgasm?
Terry, I know you're upset, but this is the right thing to do. I always wanted to be a superhero.
Stop it! Stop bothering little Terry!
Whoa.
I wasn't a guy who lived in the neighborhood looking for his daughter's toy. I was a black man. A dangerous black man. That's all he could see. And I couldn't stop thinking about my daughters. And their future. And how years from now, they could be walking down the street looking for their kid's moo-moo and get stopped by a bad cop.
I'm sorry I told them orgasms was another word for oranges. I panicked.
Yeah, it did make it awkward when they asked for orgasm juice this morning, but I was more talking about the other stuff.
Pretty sure my nose isn't quite this big, especially with all the racial sensitivity talk, but I appreciate the effort.
Sergeant Jeffords, when I was a young police officer and things like this would happen to me, I felt very alone. I wanted to call out every bad cop I encountered, and there were a lot.
He probably
But
didn't
as
have
a
someone
black
to
gay
talk
man,
to.
I never had a superior who was on my side.
Exactly.
And I realized that if I don't back you up on this, I would be betraying the very thing that I worked so hard for. So I filed a complaint.
I appreciate that, Captain.
Aw,
So glad
that's
we
so
don't have to
cute
do
that
any
he
more
framed
babysitting
it.
for a while.
I know, it was so stressful.
So stressful. But like, actually kind of rewarding too.
Shaping young minds like that?
And I have to hold a cup of water with both hands because they're so weak.
I know!
Whoa! What? That's what I'm talking about!
Will.
You didn't get it.
Oh, this is a side drink. Was it the complaint?
We'll never know for sure, but I think it's likely. So Sharon's still out of town. Who's looking out for Cagney and Lacey?
Not a doctor.
From Yolan. Doo-doo-doo. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure the twins who play Cagney and Lacey are also in Lone Star and play Tommy's kids. Yup. I was right. I knew it. That's so funny how at the beginning of the episode I was making that comparison between Jake and Amy babysitting them, and in my head I was thinking of like, I mean, I talked about Buck, but I was also thinking like Carlos in this in the most recent episode babysitting them. That was season 4, episode 16 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. From the title of this episode, you know, I didn't know what to expect because of Moo Moo. You know, I thought it was just going to be like a fun episode with Jake and Amy babysitting Cagney and Lacey and like seeing kind of like their thoughts on whether or not like they'll want a kid. I feel like I was Charles in this episode. But I really liked how even though the show is like so goofy, silly, like it's, you know, it's a comedy, but in this episode they incorporated like a really serious theme and like something that does happen, and it fits really well with like this show because, you know, they're cops, and then Holt and Terry, they're black, and Terry's this big black man, and, you know, some people will just automatically view that as a threat, and we saw that in this episode, and how that affected Terry and kind of what was going through his mind, and then seeing him talk to Holt about it, and Holt having this experience in the past, but because of like, you know, the past, and then him also being gay and not having anyone to rely on, like it was much more difficult for him, so he really just had himself, and he chose not to fight battles too often. And then he realized, you know, he could be the person for Terry that he didn't have when he was like starting out as a cop. So that was, I really like seeing that. Like, we had this serious topic that was, it didn't feel out of place, and you know, we still had our typical Brooklyn Nine-Nine antics, like the comedy aspects mixed with it. And I really like the scene also where Jake and Amy are talking to Cagney and Lacey about it, just because it is a real thing, a serious thing. I don't know. I really like this episode, though. I wonder if we're going to get similar episodes like this in the future, where they do talk about, like, serious topics that are similar to racism and that prejudice. I wonder if we're going to see similar things like that again in the future. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Join my Patreon. It's the first link in the description down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Not a doctor. Shh. Fremulon. Do do do.